Michael Rosenblatt, welcome aboard. You are welcome. Mathis Asselin, bienvenue ce matin. J'espère que tout va bien. Welcome back to another early edition. I said that, right, Tim? Now it should be all right. Welcome back to another early edition of the Hockey Nation Live Show. This is your coach, the hockey guru coach, Frenchy, back in the booth. And yes, we don't have Michael DeVillano right now. He should be back about 30 minutes. He's going to join us, and we're going to talk about everything around the NHL. And of course, tu devrais m'entendre là, maintenant, Mathis. You should also be a little bit disappointed if you are a Panthers fans, but also proud of what they accomplished this year. At the end of the day, they did an amazing, great job. I think it was an amazing, great years. And I predict Tampa in 7. They did in 6. And I think those guys learned a lot. The young players like Huberdeau, Barkov, and the rest of the team. And of course, you're going to have a press conference today from the coaches and from the players and the manager. Usually that's what they do at the next day for their exit for the off season. We'll be interested in what Bill Zito is going to talk about the season, and of course Barkov and the rest of the team. So, Mathis, how is you ready for the game tonight? Absolutely right, Tim, and I think that's the way to see that. We're going to talk about the team this morning. We're going to show you what's next for them. I'm going to make a video about the Panthers, of course, at the end of the final round number 1 when all the 8 teams going to be out. And bienvenue mon homme Jarmo Vertanen. En passant, Mathis, tu viens de quel endroit? Et tu parles ça en anglais aussi? Yeah, very interesting about that. Jarmo, did you get my memo? And Tim, if you're welcome to talk about your team, if you want to join us live, let me know. We can do that too. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about the other team because if you are a Penguins fans, you are like the Panthers fan. You're out now. You are on vacation. And maybe that's happening also in Montreal. I did not look. Maybe tonight again at Toronto Maple Leaf. That's going to talk about this. Of course, you're disappointed because it's the end of the season, but I think you should be proud of your team, Michael. An amazing, great run. I'll be honest with you guys. I did not put the Panthers in the playoff this year. I don't know if you did or not. Deeply over my expectation, to be honest with you. An amazing, great year. And, of course, they have some hard decision to take. And I'm going to show you a little bit later, the protection. Exactly, Michael. Very great, smart move. Said that. Talking about who do you protect for the Seattle? Stefan Manberg. Welcome aboard. So that's what's going to be on the show this morning. We're going to go to see the review of the 3 game. Game number 7 between the Minnesota and the Vegas Golden Knight. We watched the game. We finished the live stream last night watching this game with many people. Don't forget, please, to click on the likes if you don't mind. That'd be appreciated, to be honest with you. And game number 7, that's the first series going to be all the way to the end. And we're going to talk, of course, the 2 games we have tonight. Can the Predators win at home and create game number 7? We're getting rid of Hoffman, and that enough. I thought we all be in the last place. I'll be honest with you, that's what for me was like, you talk about 45 goals, 45 to 52 goals out of your lineup with Eric Ola out. And now you said, who is going to take those goals? Who are they going to get those 50 goals? And, I think Huberdeau have a better season, and Orvis have a great year. Aaron Ekblad with 11 goals before he got hurt. have an amazing, great year over there. And Wegar struggle against Tampa, to be honest with you, on the defensive zone. And most of the defensemen, I think, for me, the best, not the best player, but, you know, you talk about Vedreno, 17, 18 goal. Verhey, same amount of a goal for that part over there. Wenberg, with 4 goals last year with Columbus, got what, 13, 14. John R., welcome aboard. Hopefully you are a subscriber of the show. And if not, look for Hockey Nation Live Show. And don't forget to like the live stream. Glad to see that one. Yep, born in Montreal and now live in the North Miami Beach in Florida. So that's what's happening this morning. So a lot of things around. You know, there'll be a lot of discussion. The beauty of this live stream, not because I'm looking good. I'm looking good. No, I'm just kidding. But it's not because the guy in front of this screen make a difference. It's you guys inside the comments make a big difference right there. And I think there will be your interaction in the comments, your message, make a big difference of the live stream. We can act, we can react, talking, everything like that. So we're going to have a lot of people around here this morning. And of course, any subject you want to talk, we open up. We're jumping a little bit left and right, but that's what we do. And we'll see, again, what's going to happening tonight. 2 games on the NHL on the program. First, at 7 o'clock, the Montreal Canadiens are in Toronto for game number 5. Can the Toronto eliminate the Montreal Canadiens tonight? If yes, what is your prediction? What is final score tonight? What do you think about that game tonight? You know, we have great news to this morning at Toronto at 9:30. We have a chance to see John Tavares skating on the ice after an amazing bad incident happening to him, like what 1 week ago, I believe it was last week, 10 days ago. And to see him back on the skating and to see him on the ice, that's almost like a miracle for me. We thought at some point when he get out on the ice and stretch, it's going to be the end of the season for him. But hey, he's back on skating. We'll see. Look like his concussion is getting better and better. And I would not be surprised to see him on the round number 2 at some point for sure. Great leader. He's a great captain. Everything like that. So that's what's happening in Toronto this morning. No news about the Montreal Canadiens and the roster. No news if Romanoff is going to be in the lineup. But of course, the pressure is on Montreal. The player tried to, you know, the cliche of hockey said, 1 game at a time when you're in the wall, right? So I will say about that. Yamo, I think you're absolutely right. I think at 3-1, I think it's great right there. John Gregor, directly from Boston, Massachusetts. By the way, John, we like to know where the people's coming is coming. So John R, a little bit earlier, you're showing up, talking about your dad. Just tell us where you're coming from. We love to remember each one of you guys, where you're coming from, and your passion, and your team, and everything like that. We like to talk about this. So that's happening. Of course, we're going to talk about the first game. For me, it's a surprise. I don't know for you. You expect the New York Islanders beat the Pittsburgh Penguins. You know, it's like the Panthers, the Penguins are disappointed of their performance during the first round. I think after they have an amazing, great stretch, the last 20 games, and from the fourth place and jumping to the third, to the second, and then finish strong and win the East Division. And the Islander was on the opposite side on the last 12 games, or maybe 15 games. Did not play very well, enough to make the playoff, but they go drop from the top with Washington all the way to the bottom, and an opportunity to play against Pittsburgh and eliminate Pittsburgh in 6. For me, it's a shocker. Not have, you know, I always respect Barry Trotz, but I thought Pittsburgh, they're going to beat them, be honest with you. But it didn't happen. So it's another early exit Where's my concern for this Pittsburgh Penguins, guys, is they are number 31 on the many chart of expert in hockey about the prospect, about the draft, about the how many draft they have. Yes, Yarmo, that's the same thing. I took Pittsburgh. So that's my biggest concern about that team over there. No prospect and the affiliation and the club farm, and is getting older and older. And you can see Travis Jarry did not perform at the level he should be. I know they traded Matt Murray. They lost Fleury a couple of years ago. But it will be interesting to see that. What is next? A lot of job, a lot of things for, of course, for Barry Burke and also Ron Extall. They got hired during the middle of the year. So it'll be another thing to see that. USA is playing right now at the last minute. I believe it was 3-1 or 4-2 when I checked the score just before I came live. I came on here. So I don't know exactly what's the score that at that moment, Michael. But I know they are right now playing in Latvia, I believe. So, like I said earlier, this game, again, Pittsburgh, it was a little bit shock for me to see that game, the final score 5-2. And you followed that game last night, guys. I don't know if you did it. If you did, of course, we was doing we were doing the Florida Panthers live stream last night. And then it was what? It was 2-1 Pittsburgh, 2-2 after one, 3-2 Pittsburgh at 1:53. And I said, wow, it's a back and forth. Pittsburgh score, Islanders score. Pittsburgh score, Islanders score. Pittsburgh score. And then right away, 7 minutes later, Brooks Nelson score to tie the game 3-3. And then 13 seconds later, Ryan Pulock scored his second goal of the series to give the lead to the Islanders 4-3. And then less than 3 minutes later, Brooks Nelson, his second goal of the night, is third of the series, give Islanders 5-3. I was shocked. I'll be honest with you. Travis Jarry was not too much great during that game. And we have to talk about the goaltender, guys, for the Islanders. Zorokin. I'm sorry about that. 4:27 minutes left. Thank you so much, everybody. Michael, Yamo, you guys, you update us all the time. I appreciate it a lot. I don't know what you think about that series. You can leave your comments about that. Tell a little bit more what you think and what you feel about the next for Pittsburgh. But shocker for me. And now that division is really done. What are you talking about? But it's set up for round number 2. Boston versus Islanders. Coach, what are you thinking? No, I'm not going to talk about this yet. We need to finish round number 1. And we need to see about that one over there, what's going happening. But we're going to not talk about that series until we go to round number 2 for sure. So, Sorokin, stay all the way. I agree with you, Michael. An amazing, great performance again. Of course, he gave a little bit 3 goals yesterday. But what do? You go. Can you believe you're going to see Varlamov? Possible if he lose a couple of games against Boston. But right now, the rookie perform at the next level and he carry on that team. And with, it's great to see Brooks Nelson play like he did last year during the bubble. Josh Bailey got a couple of points during that series. And, it's a thing with not built with franchise players. We talk about this. It's a 4-line, bang to bang to bang. Yesterday, Palmieri, again, big trade at the deadline, pay off. Jeff Carter have an amazing, great years for the great series for Pittsburgh. But we'll see what happens about that. Not a problem, Yamo. Don't worry about that. You know what? At the end of the day, it's only 2 people talking and nobody watching you. So when you show up, I'm going to block you. Block the view. No, just kidding. But I appreciate just when you feel ready to come, you're welcome. So that's what happened about that one. But I want to talk to you guys about the, let me check if I can do that. Lucas the Gold, number 12, directly from Canada. Léo Jalbert. Salut, comment ça va, mon homme? Léo is aboard. Coach the Abs. I know. Leo is going to be ready for the RDS at 12 o'clock. We're going to watch RDS after that, Leo. We're going to see your comments about Patrick Roy. Just kidding. But, the game tonight, Montreal Canadiens, we're going to talk a little bit at the second part of the program today and talking about Toronto and Montreal. But I want to talk to you, and I've tried to find a way to do this right away. Let me check about that. It's not this way. Here, and I can show that. Here we go. So I want to talk a little bit about how we shoot things like that. And here we go. So, this website is called the capfriendly.com. I really look about that part. And I want to talk a little bit about the Florida Panthers this morning. And what is the next move about the protection list against the Seattle Kraken? And you can see Huberdeau have an NMC, is protect. Barkov, no NMC, he have to be protect. Orvis, he's a UFA in 2 years. He need to be protect on my list. Bennett, RFA, no protect there. Vetranov, he is a UFA, no. You have to protect him if you want him. Wember, UFA, you don't have to protect him. Duclair, you don't have to protect him because he's a RFA. Cherry, UFA in 2 years, you protect him. Le pire cauchemar de Marc Bergeron se faire remplacer par Patrick Roy. Yeah, you have to go back at 6 years ago when they have the meeting with Serge Chavard, Leo. Remember that time Chavard interviewed a couple of people, Bergeron, Roy, someone else, if I don't remember who, but that's what happening with the Montreal. And then finally with Verhey, Carter Verhey is right here. And it's right here about that one over there. Defenseman, you have to protect Yandel. Oh no, yes, you have an NMC. You have to close with Ekblad for sure. Stratman, if you want him, you have to protect him. Monto is a UFA, you don't have to. And McKenzie, you have to protect him if you want him. And then you have a choice between Nutivara and Kudas. I'll be honest with you. Me, on my defenseman, I protect Yandel, Ekblad, and McKenzie. That's my three player I protect over there. Forward, Huberdeau, Barkov, that's 2. Orvis, that's 3. Then you have to go with Vetrano, that's 4. Then you have to go with Cherry Verhey, that's 5. You have to go with 2 more after that. And then now you have to take a decision what you're going to do with the RFA or the UFA. So that's give you a little bit about that. The goaltender situation is very easy. NMC Popovsky, so you have to reserve him for sure. Le Roi va tasser Bergerin. Léo, on va en jaser dans une couple de minutes là, parce que j'aime bien tes commentaires à propos de Patrick Roy. Tim, I would not save Wegar. I would save Wegar. I know you struggle with him, but I will keep Wegar, Tim, for sure. Yamo, you have 2 ways, all right? It's 7-3 plus the goaltender. 7 forward, 3 defensemen, and 1 goaltender. The second option is Yamo is 8 skater. What? No, it's 4 defensemen, and then after that it's a 10. It's a 6 forward after that. If you go down over there, or if you go with 4D, it's only 8 skater. You pick. So the rest after that, it could be 5D, 3 forward, or 4 forward, 4D. That's how it works. Yes, Lucas, shock the wall. Go to game number 7. It's amazing me. I was surprised. I never see this last night. 3-0. Can they put them on the between cable, or be very surprised about that one. So that's what it works for the exposure for Florida. Now let me check something to you, because we're talking about Florida. Let's talk about Florida here, and I want to mention to you about what they have to do, or what do you believe what they should do. They have round number 1, round number 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so you have only 6 picks next year. Now, here's what he works a little bit. Now, Roberto, not a problem. Barkov, I'll be honest with you. They need to start to negotiate the contract of Barkov right away. Don't wait till he reach UFA in 2 years. Talk during summer, extend his contract for 8 years. Orvis, nothing to do with that part over there. Bennett, RFA, start to negotiate with him. I did not like his performance during the game number 2 and yet last night power play. But hopefully he's 24 years old. Hopefully he's going to learn. But the Panthers need a guy like him with grandeur, everything like that. He fall asleep a little bit. He need consistency. But I would keep him. Veterano signed for 2 years. No worry. Wenberg, I would sign him as a center number 3. Duclair is our RFA, not much at $2 million if you keep him. Asheri, not a problem. Let it go, Kusev. Carter AE, OMG, keep him, $1 more million. Wellmark, he's only 25 years old. As the depth, I would keep him, but not sure. Eponiemi, rookie, not a problem. Denisenko, rookie, not a problem. Leo Stekarinen, rookie, not a problem. And then after that, Owen Tippett, great second half of the year with the series. Lomberg, not a problem. Laminko, you can sign him if you want $1 million less. Marchman is all good. Simpson, Wilson, you let it go. Defenseman, Yandel, you have to keep him or buy out. It will cost you money. I will talk about this, how you go with buy out. Stralman, you have to stuck with him 1 more year. Montour, I will not sign him back. At least he won $2 million. Wegar, Nitivara, stuck with them. Could have stuck with him. On the rest of this list, I'll let it go. One thing I will have, Forsliv, RFA. Connaughton, he wants to stay around $1 million less. I keep him. Johansson, you can be patient with him. And I think that would be good about that one over there. So I just want to mention a little bit more about that. That would be possible, Leo, about him over there. He can get it. Go, Caps, go. Welcome aboard, buddy. I'm sure you're happy this morning to know the Pittsburgh got eliminated. What do you think about the Caps now? What do you think they're going to do during the offseason? Yes, Leo, Bergeron have 1 more year to go. And I'm at school. Michael Rosenblatt is at the school also. And we did not see Nicolas this morning. And then I'm not sure what Tixit is. But Michael Rosenblatt should be at school right now, buddy. 1 more. Thanks, you stopped by during your school. Tell your teacher from us, Hockey Nation Live Show, tell him or tell her to hi for the Hockey Nation Live Show, and tell her to sign up on the Hockey Nation Live Show. Michael, he is also at the school. So, yeah, that's what happened. And don't forget to like, please. Click on the likes. So that's happened a bit. What do you think, Tim, Michael, anybody, what do you think Florida should do about that one over there? I know Caps, right? The third game of the night, guys. Vegas 0, Minnesota 3. Do you believe right now, at that moment, Minnesota can eliminate Vegas? Hopefully, they will win tonight. But as a big fan of Montreal Canadiens, I don't see it will happen. I think Yamo said 3-1. I don't know Leo. Leo, I think he gave a big score. I'm not remember. Maybe Bob. But I believe like 4-1. They cannot score more at 2 goals per game. I would be shocked they win a game in Toronto. Whatsoever, they play a bit better. But Pacioretty is out still with Vegas. It's funny because Vegas cannot score at that series like they usually score, right? And Minnesota play with their head. Minnesota have a 5-1-2 record this year in 8 games. They did well. They could, Yamo, and that would be shocked. Yeah, Leo, I agree with you. I agree with you. Yeah, I think that would be great if Yandel let it go. And I think that would be a good move. Us Forsling is a RFA. They have to sign him up for sure. But it would be interesting about that, what could happen. That would be a great news for, I'll be honest with you, that open up. Because I really believe Colorado will have a better chance to beat him. 5-3 leaves. I would take you 5, Michael, for Toronto. But I'm not sure about 3 for Montreal. And, you know, Jack Campbell have a great series so far. Toronto is better, I'll be honest with you. In Montreal, you have something inside that team. It's bugging. Something we don't know yet. We'll see, like Leo said. Maybe it's the end of Mike Bergeron. I don't know if Dominic Duchamp is going to be back next year. A lot of questions over there. Leo. T'es drôle. You're funny. So, yeah, so that's happening like this. Listen, Minnesota playing a solid game, defensive. We need to give credit to Dalbot. Michael, when he was showing up, he would tell you he does not like Cam Talbot. Talbot had an amazing, great run last year on the bubble with Calgary Flames. But he still consistent with Minnesota. And it would be interesting to see that duel between Fleury and Talbot. Some people started talking last night about to bring back Leonard. I don't see this. You went all the way with Fleury. Why are you going to remove him? The last game where you need to win. Yamo go with maybe Nitivera. I would not touch Nitivera and let him go, to be honest with you. Now, Yamo, you have to put Yandel because he's an NMC. The problem, Tim, is this part. With Ekblad, he have a good year. But again, I will be honest with you. Mackenzie Weegar is not a top number 1 or 2 defense players. He's a good defenseman. All right? I'll be honest with you. I will take him in Montreal. Weegar. Because we don't have that kind of transition players in Montreal. I would trade for him right away. But the problem in Florida right now, he was on the wrong chair. Michael Yell. Yeah, that's a big problem with Yandel about that one over there. Can Yandel let it go? Can he, he gave the NMC who's happening. Michael, I would not be agree with you. He's not a top D Weegar. McKenzie, he show a lot of potential. Some people talk about him to be on the Trophy Norris, where I was shocked. But you can see during the playoff against the Tampa Bay, you show his lack of defensive against Tampa Bay. For me, you did not see the physicality of him. He got beat many times. But again, he's on the wrong chair. I think if you can find a defenseman left side, or they have already with Fast League, but you should bring McKenzie on the second pair of the defensemen. That's where he deserves to be for me. Good asset on power play, unit number 2. But that's what I see about McKenzie. That's it. Nothing else about him. So that's why we talk about, Florida again. How should I start streaming video games? You talk about live, Lucas? Like you go online on YouTube, you turn on your computer, everything like that? I can talk to you about that. I agree with you. I agree with you, Michael. He have a great year. He's just not like top 20 in the NHL, right? But he can play 30 and 4. Tim, yeah, but he's not a top 20 over there. Fast League is not a top 20, and also, right? The only defenseman make the top 20 is Aaron Ekblad, and that's it. Nothing else, I can talk to you for sure, Lucas, about that. He is not top 20, Michael. I can promise you that. He did well. He did amazing, but he's not going to show to you that all the time, Leo, with Patrick Arwett, he will take at least 3 years before they become the team he's looking for. That would be another way to backwards, and then. Not Michael. I will not be agree with you. All right, Wegar was looking good because Aaron Ekblad. All right. You talk about when he got hurt? He did a lot of good things, but not good enough to be the top on the people mention about him like this. I don't see that. I can give you more, for being honest with you. I don't want to make the list here or to bother other people, but I can do that right now. Take one defenseman in NHL of each team. Quinn Hughes is better, right? Quinn Hughes is better right there. And then you can go all the way that list over there. Eskinen, Kimbler, right? That's right there at 3. And then I can go all the way. They need more physicality for sure. All right, Tim, on that one. I think the bottom 6 need to have better defensive players with more physicality on that one. A little bit like Matt Martin, those kind of guys, Clutterbuck and Islanders. You need that much. Carey Price. You ready, buddy, for tonight? What is on the menu today for lunch, Carey? And 25 minutes will be lunch. So what we're going to be ready for that? I'll be with just Michael Samuel Girard is already better to him. Yeah, but that division, right? It's so hard to win in NHL. It's so hard to win because it's so close. The parity in the NHL. Very close. Very, very close. You make a Bob Mencken 48. The general manager of the Rangers, the Pointe-aux-Trembles, Bob Mencken 48. Yes, Yamo. So, that's what happened about that one over there. So, so what do you think about the 2 games tonight? First, the Montreal Canadiens. Carey, we need you to score. Yeah. So, what do you think about Toronto and Montreal tonight? Are you thinking Montreal is over? They all get eliminated? Do you believe Toronto can jump in? Hey, Carey, what course are you guys going this weekend? And then Carolina Predators. What do you expect tonight? What's your expectation for tonight, that game? I'll give you a little bit information about the Panthers and the Florida. Here's the stat right now we have in that series. Check about this. 3-1 Toronto. Goals, 12 versus 4. William Nylander score 4 goal. Montreal, total, score 4 goal. Shot advantage, Toronto 127. Montreal 0-13 on power play. 0-13 on power play. Tim, the Leafs win 4-1. Carolina win 4-3 and second OT. Wow, you go again, your team, Tim, the Predators. Impressive. This is a bit more about a lot of information there, but just give you an idea. You can see goals for average. 3 Toronto. You know what I mean? Their power play 18.8. This is more relevant, you guys. Those get that kind of stat when you have more games in the during the season. I just want to give you a little bit about that. Mitch Marner played 23-24 minutes. Weber 22. And you can see it's all about Nylander, that series, to be honest with you. And then every game I do the sharpen up. What you need to know. Sharpen up. What you need to know. It's a little bit about information. We expect privacy, scandal. You know, I don't want to get there at number 2, but number 3, usually I talk about strategy, what you need to do, what you should get better, the entrance zone, the power play, the first pass, the breakout, the system, the zone coverage, the physicality, the when you battle. Usually it's all different thing I bring on the table. Today it's about one word: score, 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 score. CH need to score. That's it, guys. We have no strategy tonight. They need to put the freaking puck behind Jack Campbell. That's it. Yeah, nothing else. It has happened. Allez, le barbecue, Léo, son barbecue, là, moi je suis tombé en amour avec ça, avec avec Frank a couple of days ago. Avec la Corona en passant. Donc, that's what you need to do tonight, is find a way to score. That's it. And nothing else. That's the way you have to find a way to score. Exactly, Carrie. You need to find a way to stop to thinking and just skating hard and score. They have to, yes, that's it. Shoot the puck and go in. I wish I can show the picture of what I have before that, but I don't have anymore. More to Kokanemi. Yes, exactly. Important about that one over there. Don't forget, everybody, we are going to be live tonight at 6:45. We are back pre-game about Montreal and Toronto. And then we're going to jump into live stream, game number 6. And then we're going to follow up a little bit with Nashville. We'll see what time, everything like that. We'll see what it look like. Yeah, now the rumor, he's still thinking Weber is not ready with his injury. They start thinking about Gallagher is not at 100%. But again, I'll be honest with you, and Leo, Bob, I know you guys, you follow Montreal a lot and other people. What you see yesterday, Tampa Bay, Gord, Zernak, you have someone else. They dive to stop the puck. They bend their knee down to stop the puck. I did not see this from Montreal Canadiens during that playoff. I did not see anybody from Montreal diving and block the shot, who tried to block the shot. Awesome, Caps. Hopefully they will. To be honest with you, it will be hard, but it's possible. I believe he's not at 100%. He struggled. Second year in the bubble, struggle. And again, it's not only him. It's all the full team, right? Toronto has 8-point guys as the defenseman. Riley have points, Mazen, Sandin, and Brody. Montreal have 0 point with Petrie, Weber, Chariot, Edmondson, Merrill, and Kulak. 0. I got killed by the Islanders and Lightning. You're absolutely right. I got killed by Islanders and Boston, honestly, for me, my bracket. So that's what you have to do tonight. You have no choice. Now, the series, Nashville and Carolina. Game number 6. The team win the games so far. It's when they play at home. Carolina win their 3 game at home. Nashville win their 2 game at home. Tonight, the game is Nashville. Can Nashville find a way to win again? The last 3 games of that series, guy, is on OT. Nashville score. They won the 2 game of the last 3 on OT. And finally, Jordan Stahl score in OT against Nashville and win over there. So it'll be really, really interesting to see that. Yes, exactly, Michael. So it'll be really, really interesting, big game over there, and see if Nashville make a push Carolina, game number 7. Montreal can maybe win tonight, but I don't see anything else after that. I don't give them a lot of chance to change or that series go to another way. I don't see that. I'm not confident about that. The way they play, the energy, the body language, the desire, the energy, they don't have it. I don't see. It's a team with frustration. It's a team with no compassion. I don't see passion also. I don't know. From the top, behind the bench, I don't see that. And I believe right now, Shelton Keefe over coach right now, Dominic Charm. Captain Max. And like Leo said, Patrick Roy. Bob, I don't know if you're around still, Bob. Do you want Patrick Roy as a manager, DJ? Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. Thanks again, each one of you, to be here this morning. Very grateful for the Thursday. Thankful to have each one of you show up the morning. And then after that, it's round number 2 is coming. West Division, Colorado waiting. Toronto, the Winnipeg Jets are waiting right now. And then we have now the Tampa Bay Lightnings waiting. And then now it's confirmed that New York Islanders is going to play against the Boston Bruins. I expect they start this weekend. So it'll be really interesting about that one over there. And again, we go to you live stream. They need to find something with Bouchard. I like his passion. I like the human being or the relationship with other. Tim, go Boston. I go with Islanders, but we can talk about this not today. I like Bouchard, how he run. Like he bring that kind of energy, the motivation. That's how it is. Like someone come inside like some people, some athletes, some coach, some manager, some people, when they come inside the locker room or inside the room, you can feel right away that kind of energy and passion and motivation. And that's what Bouchard brings for me in my book. Not a problem, Yamo. Have an amazing, great rest of the day and great dinner for you. Not a problem, because have a great day. Talk to you very soon. Not a problem. So I think that's what I feel about that. Exactly. Bring that kind of charisma, chemistry inside. And I'll be honest with you, one coach feel that way for me is Rob Brindamour with Carolina. I simulate him maybe what Joel Bouchard can be for Montreal. That kind, because we don't give enough credit for Brenda Moore. Not only he played in the NHL, not only he played many over 1,000 game Hall of Fame, but Brenda Moore, he was that kind of player you bring in the locker room, and everybody elevate their game with passion. And yes, Bob, I feel that way for me. I really feel that way. And sometimes you don't have to play 1,000 game in NHL to be this way, right? But Brenda Moore did it. So Bouchard never been that way. But Bouchard, that's what he does around him. That's why you come inside the locker room. It's a one way. It's not grayscale. It's a black or white with Bouchard. For me, that's what I'm looking for. If they're looking for the coach, that's the one over there. Now, a lot of people talk about Bob Arkley. Arkley is a winner. He win on any level. Leo, I said Arkley before you're typing. But Arkley is a winner. Wherever he been, he bring that kind of the way to win. He have that, some coach can do that. That's Bob Arkley. He did not win in Calgary, and I think he have it because the management over there did not give him a chance. I don't think so. Did not give him enough chance to do that way over there. And since that, they have two more coach came in the Thunder, Josh War and Sadler. So, I think that could be for him a location for Bob Arkley. I don't see many other coach can do that with Montreal at that moment. I don't see Patrick Roy behind the bench. I don't see Duchamp will stay there. I don't know. It just need that inside of you. Yeah, and then after that, you can see also injuries the following year, and then a couple of players like Goodrow, Monahan, and Giordano. And I think the bad performance, the goaltending over there. That was the problem he got over there. And that's, if I can recall it, Bob, it was the trade with Carolina was not done yet. I don't think so. He has Langholm with him. I think Doug Hamilton was his defenseman over there at that moment. I really believe. So, you know what I mean? It'll be interesting about that one over there. I just check if Michael is around, if he wants to join before we go. But, we have about 10 minutes open here. Any question you need? Anything you want to talk about? Yep, I agree, Bob. I think so, too, about that one over there. We talked about this last night, but I want to mention again that situation happening to him. The story about that, guys, is, after you get eliminated, newspaper, everybody are, talk about the team. And one guy in Edmonton talk again, Aiden Bear, badly about racist, everything like that. It was not directly that way, but his term he wrote, it was a little bit that way. And he made this everywhere in the community hockey upset about that. And Ken Allen stepped up and represent Eden Bear to mention it's in 2021 should not about racist, everything like that. And then Eden Bear make a special video yesterday, and you can check this all around the social media. And my point to you guys is to mention that this should not exist, not only in hockey in itself, not only in NFL, in any level in our society. We should respect those kind of people and to accept whatever who you are, accept the human being, everything like that. I think that's for me what I got from Aiden Bear yesterday, and I think it was I really like many people in any level step up yesterday. Players, management, owners, team step up with a statement. NHL step up. And other people step up. And for me, it was great to see that. And, uh, we looking now with other direction, more women involved with sport, more women apart. You know what I mean? It is important. Mike Greer got a hire, one of the first men, a few of them black men now, and the business operation. Bill Zito hired someone a couple of months ago, and I apologize his name, as also a black man, part of the assistant general manager. And that's my point behind that. Yeah, that would be helping them because I think right now the ghosts are nowhere to find in Montreal. I think they are still stuck on the Atwater corner, and they never move yet. They never carry on to the center. So they will need, of course, all the goals inside the locker room. And that would be, will interesting to see that. So that's what I believe that something happened about that. A couple of news. One more news I want to mention is the signature of Carey. And I want to talk about this, of course, as a French Canadian. I always like French Canadian players step up to go there. So the Colorado Avalanche for the second day back to back after they signed 2D. They signed yesterday Alex Bocage of the Victoria Tigers or the Tigre. Signed an ELC of 3 years. He was a 78 overall pick. Third round pick by the Avalanche in 2019 draft NHL. Brett Pedersen. Exactly. You got it, my friend. And thank you, Tim, to make me look better now. I was just kidding. But I think that, I like that part over there. And I'm really confident that Bill Zito, he did an amazing, great job behind the Panthers this year with great transaction. I think this deadline trade did not work maybe for Kusev and Montour, but I think Sam Bennett made the team better. Whatsoever, he had a bad penalty yesterday. Whatsoever, he got suspended after the body check on Coleman. I think he did very well on that trade for sure. So it'll be very interesting what's next for the Florida Panthers. Tonight, possible that Nashville and Montreal get eliminated. Then after that, we're going to move to live stream between Vegas and the Minnesota Wild Friday night. And then after that, we're going to move round number 2. So, Coach, what are you going to follow? But first of all, we're going to always follow the game between the Toronto or the Montreal versus Winnipeg. So we're going to follow first the North Division. Then after that, if it's Vegas and Colorado, I'm going to follow that division over there. And then after that, we're going to patch up the 2 other series. But we're going to be live stream every night, 7 days, with a show in the morning at 11 o'clock. Yes, Bill, you have a very great, Bill, Tim, Bill Zito have a very great analyst, many years assistant general manager, and I think he's smart. You know what Florida need for sure. Definitely. So anything you want to bring, a couple more minutes. If not, we're going to shut down today. It was a different menu today. We want a little bit more talking, everything like that. Listen, we're not changing the format of the show, but we would like to having you on the show. So what you talk about, Coach. But listen, I'm going to show you a couple of things. First, if we have invite people, we would like you to be here and the number 1 here. We want you to become part of the show live with us. So if you want to join the show live with your camera on, you let me know. We're going to bring you. Then we're going to go 2 more people. So we can have Michael here. We can have another guest here. Or we can have both of you at the same time. So we want to create that kind of the things about that part over there. And we want you to join us anytime. So no problem, Leo. I know you're ready for RDS, right? Not a problem, Bobby. Always a pleasure We will be live tonight. I know Frank will be live, but you can stop by. That would be great. He was an agent too. Yes, Tim. I know he was an agent in hockey for sure. Look forward to you, Tim, tonight. Leo, always to enjoy to talk about this, guys. Bob, always great. Yamo, a little bit earlier. And we got Michael Rosenblatt. We got Lucas. We got Matt at some point. Steph at some point. And look forward to see each one of you tonight for sure. We can do that too during the intermission, Michael. So first intermission, second intermission, not during the game. It's getting more distract, and I cannot lose. I'm losing the track of the box score and everything like that. But intermission 1, intermission 2, we can do that. We can also do a pre-game, an after game or a pre-game. I like that format, what Frank does, and I like to you guys talking about hockey. So that's not a problem. How it works, coach. But what I do, I will put the copy link directly. I will send it to you, and you can join us. You'll be in the green room behind the scenes, and I will bring you on when you're ready to go. So how this what it works. So thanks again for the show, and like we do at the end of each show, at the end, I just want to remind you one more thing. Of course, thank you, everybody. Have an amazing, great rest of Thursday. Let's go, Abs. Let's go, Montreal. Let's go, Canadian. And let's see you tonight at 6:45.